Ladies and ghouls, welcome to another movie review of Krampus. Or as some people say, Krampus, but actually it's Krampus. But if you're amongst your friends and you say that, they might think that you're kind of weird. It's like, oh, dude, you want to totally see, like, Krampus this weekend? And they'll look at you saying, what? I'll see you guys on the other side of the intro. This is going to be a good review. Chances are this might not be your first review that you've seen of this movie. And there's a bunch of conflicted opinions about this movie. And I really believe that it's the mindset that you go when you see this movie as to how much you like it. If you go into this movie thinking that it's going to be this total slasher Christmas horror movie, then it's not going to be that, and you're going to be kind of disappointed. It's only got a PG-13 rating, which, in other reviews, they say that it kind of holds the movie back. I totally agree a little bit that if they had pushed the envelope, made it a rated R movie, then they could have done a little bit more with it and kind of pushed that envelope, made it more of a horror movie. If you go into it thinking that it's going to be this kind of whimsical, mysterious, Christmas, Halloweenish type movie, because it is done by the same people that did Trick or Treat, which is an awesome movie. If you guys have not seen Trick or Treat, there's an R there. It's not O-R, it's R. Trick or Treat. Then you really need to see that movie because it's outstanding. And if you're into Halloween stuff, you got to see that movie. But this is not reviewing that movie. So if you go into the theater with what I just got through saying, with that mindset, I think that you're going to be pleasantly surprised. The movie is whimsical. It uses practical effects, which is so refreshing. And of course, it's also been said that it's, you know, like 1980s, like kind of gremlin type thing, which there is that kind of feel to the movie at parts. There are like gingerbread men in the movie that like try to kill people, and that's actually, again, it's your mindset. It's kind of cool. Again, if you're thinking that this is going to be like this horror film or whatever, then you're going to think, whoa, those are like totally out of place. One aspect that I liked about this movie a lot, besides the practical effects, is the decor and the feeling and the decoration and just the sheer sets that they had. It was spooky. It was slightly demonic, slightly Halloweenish. The snowmen actually in front of the house, the snowmen that just seemed to multiply. One of our own, Pumpkinrot, was the conceptual artist behind the snowmen. So he had this idea, jotted it down on paper, made a couple prototypes, took pictures of them, and then the studio made these snowmen to reflect his vision, which is so awesome because if you guys are into haunting and home haunters, that's what we kind of do, and he's one of our own. So kudos to him. By the way, I'm going to have a link to Pumpkinrot's stuff down below in the description. Make sure to check that out. And if you guys want to see behind the scenes, I know I'm jumping ahead right now, but if you want to see behind the scenes of some of the practical effects done by the studio, it's really amazing. I'm going to have the link down in the description too, so take a look down there. Other reviewers have mentioned that like the center of the movie kind of drags because it's not as much about Krampus as it is about like his minions, and I can kind of see where they're getting that. There is a little bit in the center of the movie to where it seems to kind of, for me, drag a little bit, and I know I'm going to jump all over because I have squirrels. And apparently minions too. But going back to the beginning of the movie, the husband and the wife let their teenage daughter go out into this blizzard, and you know that that would never happen, right? Because anytime that you say, wait a second, that's one thing that I love about this movie, is it hit a lot of the stereotypical things that you never do in a horror movie, like, I'll be right back. No, never do that. Getting drunk, never do that. Now, I don't know if they did that. I don't think they did that. But if they'd done that, then they would have both been dead anyway. But they were. Anyway, I feel, well, first of all, I'm going to add it to my personal holiday watch list. Just because I think that it is another really good movie, especially for Christmas. And because, you know, we love this Halloween thing. It's a perfect crossover movie for that. Going back to the PG-13 thing again, I think like some of the minions and the gingerbread man, I think that they kind of lighten it up a little bit, making it more of a PG-13 kind of thing. I think that they were wanting to encompass a greater audience with this movie. And I believe that that's one of the reasons why they did that. Every movie I have my pet peeve about. I'm all about, you know, realism, and one thing that really bothers me in this movie, and I know you guys are going to think, what the hell, that's not a big deal. But when Krampus comes down the chimney, you see it in another house that apparently something had come down the chimney, and the wall is just like busted out, and there's like bricks all over because, you know, Krampus, he's a big dude, or demon, or whatever. And so, you know, he's big. He doesn't fit down the chimney. He has to basically break it as he goes down. But in the scene where they finally show him, they miss that whole point. And that really, really kind of aggravated me a little bit. And then when they did show him, the back of the chimney was not, the fireplace was not busted open like it had been in the other places. The other thing that kind of bothered me is you never really found out, they've got like this, I want to call it like the snow monster. Because I don't think it was the Jack-in-the-Box dude. And I'm not ruining it for you guys. These are just characters that are in the movie, so I'm not telling you exactly what they do. Well, maybe I am a little bit. But the snow, the tunneling snow monster, they never showed him or it, I don't believe. And I don't think it was the Jack-in-the-Box dude. I don't think so. But, yeah, anyway, I really love this movie. And, quite honestly, I think I'm going to give it... I'm torn between like a 7.5 to an 8... Krampus bells. Yes. Out of 10. So, I think it's fairly high, but again, that's based on how you go in to perceive this movie. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Just post them down below in the comments. Thumbs up, let me know that you like this, and make sure to subscribe for more movie reviews and daily vlogs and interviews with stars, and God, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Go down to the playlist, take a look. Happy hunting, guys. Thanks for watching, and go see Krampus. Let me know what you thought.